Well,
We're hungover from driving how many hours?
we have drove 1,300 miles starting Friday morning here Sunday afternoon. We drove 1,300 miles. Got up at 3 o'clock Friday morning. We got up at 3:45 Saturday morning, and we got up at 5 till 4 this morning from West Virginia and drove home. And I told my wife when we got to the house we need to make a video while all this Paul Bunyan stuff is on our mind. And we took a 2-hour nap. So, and now it feels like we've been up 3 days and my eyes is burning. But we had a ball at Paul Bunyan. That's our first time going there, and it won't be our last.
It was at a fairground, and it was a lot.
It's a lot.
There was a lot of ground to cover.
It's a lot there. And next year we'll probably go 2 days because we tried to get around with the wood splitters and
Sawmill, wasn't it?
a little bit of sawmills and where they're located at, and then with other YouTubers like freaking Jeets is totally opposite. So if you go around, you spend a lot of time walking, and actually you need two days. And so next year if we're able to go, we're gonna go 2 days. All right, I'm gonna let you do the talking.
It was pretty neat to be out there walking around and have people come up to you and say, I watch your show, your channel, your YouTube channel. And it was very interesting because it's not like we're famous people, but people around the world are watching you work and do what you love to do. And one of the gentlemen that I met, his name was John, and I'm from West Virginia, and we got on the subject.
I'm the one that we took a picture from?
No, I took 2 pictures of.
Okay.
John was another one. John was the one that we talked about places in Fairmont, West Virginia.
Okay.
And we got talking about the store called Gabriel's, and it was the first one around, and it was in Fairmont. And then later in years, it started getting popular, and it's called Gabe's now. And when you shop there, you had to look at the clothes really good because it'll have a hole in it. And he was talking about how he liked getting the work clothes from there because, you know, it was cheap and you're going to work in it and you're going to put holes and tear it anyway. It was very good. So it was interesting talking to him. We had a good talk. And then another gentleman come up to us. His name was Ron, and he also said he loved watching us. So it was really interesting. And then another lady come up to me. I can't remember her name. She had red curly hair, real pretty red hair, and her daughter was with her. And she told us that she watched our channel also. So it was interesting, and I loved it.
But it's kind of neat. But when we'll be walking in a crowd of people, and somebody hollers, "Hey, Rick," and you turn around, and it's a multitude of people, and there's people,
you know.
and there's nobody
You recognize.
Yeah, and you go, "Hey," till somebody sticks their hand out and approaches you.
And they introduce themselves.
That was taking a little bit of getting used to, because Joe had a great crowd of him, but it's nothing like the Paul Bunyan. It's massive. So we had a great time. Hung out to Wolf Ridge a good bit. I got to finally, I knowed Chris by emailing, texting, and talking to him on the phone, but it's actually the first time I got to sit down, we got to talk, and
very great people.
99% sure we got something coming to the wood yard. But I'm gonna include a little bit of his bundler. I put it in the last video. He's got a new bundler out. It's even more affordable than the bundler I have, the can type. It's a simpler design. And I told him when we got to looking at it, he was showing me operating it, and I filmed it, and I said, "This is the exact thing I had a fabricator was gonna make me one when I first started out, and it's kind of like exactly like that one." But matter of fact, I brought one home with me. All right, we're gonna talk to Chris about his new product here. I'm gonna let him take control and let him go ahead.
All right, guys. Yeah, this is our brand new Express wrapper. Comes with all the mini wraps you need to get started. Nice little stand that swivels. You got a line here for your 3/4 cubic foot bundles. And if you wanted to do 1 cubic foot bundles, it goes flush to the top here. Just load your wood in, take your mini wraps, and do a few wraps here. This is backwards, so I'm gonna fix it. So just like this. Nice, budget-friendly setup to get started doing bundles and have your roadside stand all stocked up. Hit us up on the website, wolfridgemfg.com, and these babies will be online next week as $299 with shipping to the lower 48.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it come with a wrap?
It comes with 6 rolls of wrap.
All right.
Yep.
And the handle comes
And
with
the
that.
handle, yep.
They still have the one like I got, but we may run 2 of them. It may come home with us too.
Yep. It's gonna be great.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
So you're gonna be seeing that in the wood yard. And my intention was when I got home today, I was gonna put it together and was gonna make a little video showing everybody the new bundler, but that didn't happen. We came through the mountains and it was foggy this morning and traffic with, it's either line trucks or people hauling heavy equipment to help these people in need in the states with the hurricane, and it's just wall-to-wall traffic. Yeah. So you had to have a good grip on the steering wheel.
But it was good to see.
It's good to see these people out and all the people from all over the states.
It was National Guard. I don't know who they were, but they had the big dozers on the flatbed and the Army truck pulling it.
Yeah, it was good to see all this help coming this way.
And
still,
when we were leaving, he was taking a nap. I counted over 30 power trucks that were headed from South Carolina to North Carolina to help in Asheville. It was amazing.
But if you went by if you was lucky enough to go to the Paul Bunyan show, Chris has got new merch. I emailed him a while back. I think it was on Dan's podcast. And I said, hey man, we need a mesh cap for the boys down here in the dirty South. It gets hot down here. So he texted me and said, man, I got your cap. So he got new merch, got new shirts. I love the shirts, but I really love the caps. So we got a summertime cap coming, even though next week, or this week coming, a lot of part of the week, it's supposed to get in the 40s here at night. So this
we may have stocking caps on then.
These pile of wood right here is going to be, chainsaw is going to go in them. But we just want to get on the video today we're going to include some pictures of people we met there. We were going to try to put some names to the pictures, but I'm gonna tell you folks, I'm wore out. I didn't get supper last night, and we ate a Wendy's hamburger for lunch today.
No, it was chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
We just did
coming down the road. Yeah, we could keep driving and coming down the road. And she wanted to take me out somewhere to eat tonight, and I don't want to go. If I just got to eat a mayonnaise sandwich tonight, I'm tired. I'm wore out. So, for all of you to come up, it made our day. We are super happy that you stopped us and shook our hand and talked with us and got to know you a little bit better and got to know us a little bit better. Had one gentleman, his question was, I just got to ask you this. Do y'all work together? How did he phrase it?
He said, do you all get along as good off camera as you do on camera?
Because he said him and his wife enjoy watching us. And we try to have fun. We try to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. We don't try to get in here and edit. If I make a mistake, I'm going to point it out to you to help you, but you won't make a mistake.
Down to earth.
That's what our channel's about. So we're glad to have all the response that we did. Got a lot of work in the wood yard coming. Got a surprise coming in the near future. Well, I don't say in the near future. Well, it ain't no surprise. We talked to Chris about
conveyor.
A conveyor.
Conveyor.
So she wants one, so I agree we need to have one, save our elbows. So when Chris gets one built and it comes down to Salisbury, North Carolina, Faith Farm, I want to promote them. If you in the South Carolina, North Carolina, Faith Farm, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I meant to look, there's something else I want to look up. They sell Wolf Ridge products. They can hook you up with a Wolf Ridge conveyor, all the different things. You can go there and pick it up. So contact them. If you go to the website on Wolf Ridge, they'll show you all the dealers. They got one in Georgia now, but for us, it's like 2 hours and 20-minute drive to there
Salisbury.
to pick it up.
Salisbury was
Is it Salisbury?
2 hours. Georgia, you said, was further.
Yeah, Georgia's about 4 hour drive for me. So that's why we would go to North Carolina and pick this conveyor up. So check them out. If you're interested in a Wolf Ridge, if you've got any questions about a Wolf Ridge, just ask me. If I can't answer, I know who to call to answer. So
Also, we got to see Robin and Larry.
we
and
looked for
Robin.
them, couldn't find them, so we finally got hungry. I'm gonna zoom around.
Toodles.
Got a homemade pizza there, a little fire oven. Sit down and took the first bite, and I looked up, and they had gotten something to eat that was sitting at the table in front of them. So we joined them and talked to them. Spent a lot of time talking to them.
It was great seeing them.
Great seeing them. So seen them, seen Shab, seen Dan, Chris in the wood yard. I got to meet him. He did a video on us, and maybe he'll include it in his video, but he was supposed to reciprocate and let me do a video of him, but he was at the Wolf Ridge.
He was busy.
He was trying to video Chris, and it was a bunch of people there, and we kind of got shuffled around talking here, and he went that way, and when I realized that he was gone and I was gone, and we never did get to interview Chris. So it was good seeing Chris. Freaking Jeep signed his saw blade. He's a trip. Seen Bucking Billy Ray?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. And I told him, that camera makes him twice a man. Now, I know he's lost some weight, but he looks a lot bigger.
Muscular.
Like a lumberjack on
Yeah.
camera. But it was good seeing him, and I know I'm leaving out some people, but Dick, the old wood guy, seen Dick, and I know I'm leaving people out.
We should have made a list.
You learn things, folks, so we know what to do and not to do next time we go. So hope y'all have a great week coming up, and there's a hurricane coming through Florida.
I have a cousin there and a good friend.
They're gonna get hit hard.
Say
a lot
prayers.
of rain.
Say prayers for all of
So
them.
we hope they don't get to experience what 40% of our county still without power. 8-9 days later,
10.
and
This
I
is
got
the
an
10th
aunt.
day.
I got an aunt getting me. So we're gonna let you go. Have a great week. Take care of one another, cause you're not promised tomorrow. Thanks for making our weekend fabulous. We enjoyed it. We will be back. Looking forward. Hope Joe has his. That's 2 trips we will try to make every year is to Ohio. So
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
check out the new Wolf Ridge products. This is Rec Outdoors. We appreciate y'all. And
Freeze.
I wish I'd have taken him many kisses I got when Rosie missed her dad. Oh my God. My sister stayed with her. My daughter spent the night with her. And my sister said every time I let her out, her nose come up and she looked everywhere trying to find us. So when I finally went through the door, she was one happy girl. So she's gonna sleep good tonight. She has wore herself out worrying about us. So we're home, so we're gonna turn in early. Y'all get your rest. Have a great week. Again, Appreciate y'all. This is Rec Outdoors.